Hey guys, Lunar Spider-Man 27 here, bringing you Bleach Chapter 509, Tenchi Kaijin. Apparently, these corpses that Yamamoto has summoned with his Kakajuma no Kushi Daisojin, they are the 10 trillion dead people that he is murdered by himself. Yeah, these corpses are the people that Yamamoto have killed. Which begs the question, how old is Yamamoto? I mean, in order to kill 10 trillion people in his lifetime, he had to be like, I know he's like over 2,000 years old, but how old is he really? Anyway, the dead corpses, the corpses that he awakened are ordered to kill those who oppose Yamamoto until they become nothing more than dust. But Juha Bach just laughs it off, and he just attacks Yamamoto, but he's blocked by the some of the burnt corpses. And it turns out that some of those corpses turned out to be his former subordinates. Because when we get to see one of the corpses, Juha Bach sees an image of one of the person named Zedritz. So the corpses that Yamamoto has summoned are Quincy's. Yeah. And Juha Bach, he's like really pissed off at Yamamoto at this, but which was weird because I didn't think he would care about his subordinates. I mean, I guess he did care about a certain amount of people, but I guess not. I guess, well, his former subordinates that were killed, I guess he cares for them. But when Asnot and Nanana and the Mohawk Quincy died, he didn't care. And then, also we get to learn like why Juha Bach didn't try to steal Zanka no Tachi from Yamamoto. And apparently it's because his Bankai is way too strong and way too powerful. The rest of the Bankais that the Quincy's managed to steal from, you know, from Byakuya, Toshiro, Komomura, and Soifon, they were actually, because of their strength, their power levels, they were able to steal them. However, Ichigo's Bankai, he recently achieved it right after he awakened his Shinigami, after he was given back his Shinigami powers. So apparently his Bankai still has enough room to evolve. So it's still not weak enough for the Quincy's to steal it, as well as Zanka no Tachi, because back then, 1,000 years ago, Yamamoto didn't use it to its fullest extent. I guess that's why Juha Bach didn't learn anything about. Was pretty surprised when he learned about Zanka no Tachi, east, west, north, and south. So yeah, Buckbear decides to scream for some reason. I don't know. But, you know, even though some of those corpses are his subordinates, he still attacks them, trying to get to Yamamoto. But then Yamamoto says something pretty cool, and of course we get this nice panel of Yamamoto's angry face that looks epic, by the way. According to him, he says, destroying the remains of your subordinates and being unable to reach me. To even call your dead subordinates to the battlefield, that I would be vicious enough. But all of that can't even begin to compare to the bitterness and hatred of all the Shinigami you've killed. And then something unexpected happened. Zanka no Tachi North. Tenchi Kaijin, which means heaven and earth to ashes and nothingness. And I was really, but this part, but I was like excited because like, oh my god, his Bankai. We get to see it. The north ability, and I have no idea what just happened. He cut Juha Bach. His arm has been cut off, and part of his torso and chest was cut off as well. And it looks like Bach is dead. So that's it? That's it from the main antagonist? Really? That's disappointing. Sort of. Also, does anybody actually know what just happened? Like what Zanka no Tachi North was? I mean, he just cut off parts of a chunks of his body parts. That's pretty much it. I don't know. I was expecting, since south he summoned the undead, north he brings down something from the heavens. I guess I was wrong. So anyway, Yamamoto deactivates Zanka no Tachi, and and right after that, it starts to rain in Soul Society. Kind of wasn't expecting that, but his outfit was pretty scorched by his Zanka no Tachi ability. And then this chapter ends with Juha Bach's final words, and they're really confusing. I wasn't strong enough. I'm sorry, Juha Bach-sama. So that wasn't Juha Bach? What just happened? Anyway, this chapter, this was another pretty good chapter from Bleach, but I wasn't expecting that cliffhanger. Apparently, Juha Bach, we all thought he was Juha Bach, but apparently he's not. Or maybe he is, but maybe there's another Juha Bach. So, this Juha Bach is not the new main antagonist for the final arc. It's someone else. Who this other Juha Bach is, I have no idea. Is this the same Juha Bach that Yamamoto knew 1,000 years ago? Again, no idea. This just leaves a lot of questions, and again, this proves how much badass Yamamoto can really be. But I still like the chapter. I guess I was expecting a little bit more of what North would supposed to be, but I was a bit confused by that part. Can anybody tell me like what happened when you used the North ability? Because what just happened? I'm still confused by that chapter. So for this chapter, 7.5 out of 10, because this chapter is the conclusion of the battle between Yamamoto and Juha Bach, but the cliffhanger, not what I was expecting. He's not really the main antagonist, apparently the main antagonist for the final arc. It could be someone else. Maybe it's the white-haired, blonde-haired Quincy guy that he was with, the white beanpole. I don't know. All I know is that right after this, I guess, Soul Society's been saved, sort of. Still gotta deal with the rest of the Stern Reachers. And to know what the hell's going on in Hueco Mundo, I'm still confused what just happened at the end. But I guess that's just me. But, overall, it was a pretty good chapter of Bleach. So, and I'm definitely looking forward to 510, just to see what happens next. So yeah, that's Bleach chapter 509. I'm going to Spiral 1127, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.